Miss Angela Bassett, this has been a dream to sort of ever be in the presence of you and speak to you. Thank you for all that you do for us. So excited to have an opportunity to say hello from India. To
Right.
jump in, I want to ask you, Indian designer JJ Valaya dressed you up in Black Panther. Are you aware of the fact that you got to wear his creations?
No, I didn't know his name, but I knew some of my favorite gowns, especially the red one that it was an Indian designer and that was made there, which I loved. It was my favorite.
Oh, yes. And just the fact that, in Mission Impossible, every scene and every frame that you're in, you sort of embody that spirit of being a queen that you absolutely are. But what sort of message does it give young girls, given the fact that, you get to see somebody play the most powerful person on the planet? She's a woman and she's a woman of color and she's making some really tough decisions. How freeing and how empowering is that?
Oh, it's incredibly empowering, and I hope that they will get the message that that they can don't be reticent about imagining your life in any possible way. You know, you can do it. Nothing's impossible to you if you can dream it.
Tell me, if Queen Ramonda had to cross over into Mission Impossible, what kind of decisions would she take? I mean, she has a completely different take on tight situations, right?
I know, yeah, she was very concerned for her country's safety, and in this situation, you know, Erica is considering her country and the world, you know, all of humanity at large. But I think they're both very strategic and minded and servant-minded people, you know, for those that they love. You know, a great deal of nurturing and mother wit.
Yes, absolutely. And for me, Mission Impossible is just fodder for, you just cut away from your everyday world and you're just transformed into, you never know what could happen. And the fact that the theme music of the title song is so iconic. Do you
Hmm.
remember the first time you ever heard it? And was it like something that stayed with you?
Oh, absolutely. You know, it's just a part of that musical memory. I don't think it, you know, things never disappear, and that one is emblazoned into our memory. As soon as we hear it, you know, it's like a fuse being set, a
Oh, yes.
match being struck, and a fuse being set, and off we go.
I love that visual. I have to speak a bit about how every time we got to see a bit of footage from the trailer, from the teaser, and we got to witness Tom Cruise, right, in all of his elegance. Just sort of, is there anything about him that perhaps we don't know that you perhaps got to know during the making of this film and you were like, wow, like he could do anything?
I don't think anything that we don't know. I mean, we've witnessed his joy, his enthusiasm, his love for movie making, his you know, all balls to the wall, you know, his fearlessness. And that's just who he is through and through, you know.
Absolutely. Also, have you ever planned to visit India? Have you watched any films? Are you aware of the movies we make here?
I would love to visit. I would absolutely love that. I'm looking forward to that chance one day soon.
Great. Before I wind up, I have to ask you, is there an American actor, a male American actor who's played the role of the president? There are so many, you can't put a finger to one. But like a performance that you watched and you were like, I wish that script came to me and maybe I could have played the president one day. Back in the day, you thought about it.
Oh, who playing the president? I don't, you're right. I don't know who's one that I've seen just recently. I think James Marsden, you know, so that was the interesting president. I don't know if I bought in it, but I certainly like, you know, how he did it. He was off pretty quickly though in Paradise.
Right.
Mhm.
Right. Is there anything from the film set, perhaps maybe like a costume or a prop, or maybe just during one of the scenes that is like, are you an actor who takes things from set or likes to keep memories, or you just want to like move on to the next?
I'd like to if you could get away with it. You know, in Wakanda, I got to keep my beads, you know, and that was one they, you know, it distributed every morning and took it back every evening. They were very sort of tight with those, but the prop master at the end gifted me with a pair of those, the originals. So I really like that. On this set, I would have liked to have taken one of those keys, those very important keys, but that was not to be.
That was not to be tampered with.
Yeah,
On
that would have
that
been
note,
very special.
yes, thank you for all the stuff that you do for us, sending you lots and lots of love from fans in India. Maybe someday we get to host you.
That'd be fabulous. Thank you.